Hello, everyone. Hey, yep. Hey, let me know if you can see me and hear me okay. We have 30 plus teachers here and welcome you. I want to welcome you to this coffee chat. I didn't know, I thought that was going to be a chat. So everybody got to talk, but I understand because we might have a big audience here. You can only see me and hear me, but don't hesitate to comment, to comment and leave. So there's a Q&A. If you, I don't know if you guys can see the icon on the bottom of the window. There's a Q&A section or function as well. If you want to ask questions, okay. So yeah, I see some people. We have 50 now. I'm really glad to see you guys. Hey, yeah. Let us know where you are from. I know this TESOL convention has been really popular in many countries. We got a lot of teachers from all over the places, and let us know where you're from. And I just want to welcome you guys to this coffee chat. While we are waiting for more people to join, I wanted to maybe start with a very brief introduction myself. Uh, when I go through the when I was going through the all the posters, the sessions in the convention, I just feel like I'm a foreigner, or so what we do is very different from a lot of sessions you might have been to. So we help teachers going independent, having their own business, getting students online. So that's what we do. Kind of very different from a lot of sessions you might have been to. I hope you guys can learn something from this coffee session and also our booth and the videos we've shared. So just want to very quickly introduce myself to you guys. My name is James Liu. So I'm an entrepreneur. I'm also a coach for ESL teachers, only ESL teachers who wanted to go independent and get their students online. So we do a lot of marketing, sales, and teaching, coaching for teachers who wanted to move online and become more independent, having their own business. So about myself, I'm originally from China, and then came to the US. That's where I'm living right now, US, Boston, about 15 years ago. I did a lot of, I was very academic too. I went to, had my PhD, my MBA, I did my postdoc. That was about 10 years of my time here in the US at school. So I'm very academic too. I'm a scientist by training. So about 4 years ago, I made a transition to management consulting. That's where I get into this marketing, sales, pricing, these things that I'm doing right now. About 2 years ago, I started this business. Helping teachers with their own business, coaching them, as I said, sales, marketing skills. So they know how to get their own students. They know how to become an entrepreneur. That's what we call teacher entrepreneur. So they're not a teacher anymore. They're a teacher entrepreneur. So that's what we do. So I do want to share my screen with you. Just wanted to point you to some resources, and I will share the links with you right away. So you guys can see my screen, right? Yes. Good. So we do have a booth. Just in case you guys don't know, we have a booth. If you go to my profile, maybe I show you. We have a booth. We have a lot of information there. Some links you can already find. So a booth, and we have a lot of members that are following us right now. You can find a lot of links in the feed in our booth. And one of the pre-recorded session we had this morning, we've got a lot of teachers who watched that already. So it's one of the video I recorded and sent to TESOL. They played it this morning, how to get students online to charge what you're worth. Okay, so I will share the link with you guys. If you haven't watched that video, please do. It really covers a lot of basic concepts or approach methods that we're promoting, and also works very well for teachers who want to get their own students online. So that's the link. Now, if you haven't watched that training, please do that. Maybe also the our booth link, just in case. Okay, just in case you guys want to follow us. and post questions there, right? So I sent I send the link to you guys, the video. All right, so it's a pre-record session we had this morning. Besides this, so these are home websites. You can find a lot of information here as well. One of the very popular content or materials a lot of teachers got is this ebook. I wrote this ebook last February. It's been a year. I think by far there have been over 45,000 teachers downloaded this ebook. Okay, so I can send you the link. So this is the link where you can request a free copy. So it's totally free. You can request a copy of this book. So this book, if I can just show you very quickly, this book basically walk you through the steps you need to take to get your own students online, to teach and to be independent and have a very decent revenue by doing that. Step by step, step 1, step 2, 3, 4, define your niche, develop a program, how you're gonna set up your marketing, how to develop your sales skills. So this it only has 52 pages. You can easily finish it in 2 hours. So then you're gonna understand how this works, how this everything's working, right? How this works. So you're gonna make a decision if it's something for you. If it's something for you, you can even just try do it on your own by following these steps. And some teachers in our group, they got students just by following this book, which is amazing, right? Then if you need our help, our support, if you want to work with me, my team to get it started, we have a training that we do monthly, twice a month. It's called Teach Entrepreneur Challenge. We do it twice a month. So one starts on the 1st of each month and the other one on the 15th of each month in the middle of the month. And we have another round starting in 5 days. So that's only when you want to work with us. I don't think you need if you feel like you can do it yourself, right? Don't worry about that. So I can share the link with you guys too. I share the ebook and also the challenge. Just check it out. And so these are, I think, all the information I want to share with you. Also my background. I think it's good to pause right now and answer some questions. I know there are a lot of chats right now. Yep. So if you don't see any link, oh, wait. Oh, sorry guys. I sent it to Crystal. Okay. Array panelists. Okay, gotcha. So let me send the link to you guys again. All right, so this is the video link. And this is our booth link. Then this is, let me send you our the free ebook one. So request a free ebook if you haven't. It's free. Don't need to worry about anything about that. Just can request and then we're gonna send it to your email. Okay. And then what is the last one? The challenge. Okay. So the challenge. All right, guys. So either you can ask question in the chat or you can just ask question in the Q&A. Okay. So I got 2 questions from the Q&A already. Oh, they're not questions. Okay, they're just greetings. Hi, Robert. Hi, yeah. So if you guys have any questions, we have 110 teachers now here. If you missed the first part, I don't know if you can watch the recording, but we just started. I'm here to answer questions. Any questions regarding teaching online or have an online business or getting students, feel free to ask. I'm here to answer these questions, okay? How much is the program? Oh, the Teach Entrepreneur Challenge is $127. If you check the website, you can see that $127. It's a 21-day program. You're gonna work with us for 21 days in a group. All right, so a lot of information you can find on the website. But I think you don't have to consider. I would just read the ebook first and see if this is for you. And if you already can do it yourself with the ebook, you don't have to join the challenge. The challenge is only for teachers who want to work with us. Okay. So any other questions, guys, with regards to teaching online or getting your students online? Let me just take a look at. Do you follow up after 21-day program? Yes, we have this monthly post-challenge training. So that opens for all the challenge participants. We meet them monthly. We have post-challenge training they can join. So after 21 days, even after 21 days, they can join this post-challenge training monthly to ask questions, to get support from me and my team. I would like to hear about your methods for reaching new students. Okay, let me see. So I would like to hear about your methods for reaching new students. So there are a lot of methods to reach your new students online, because there are many ways, right? Get connected with your new students, with students. So one of the things that tricky or very difficult to do is to identify who are the ones that you want to reach out, who are the ones you can connect, right? So that's why a lot of teachers, when they go independent, when they first go independent, many teachers that we have worked with, if they have had started first, a very common mistake they make is to have a website. So which makes sense, right? If you want to get students online, you need to have a website. Website is kind of a store that people can come. But the problem is when you have a website, you just add one website to billions of websites on the internet, and then you have to figure out a way to direct traffic to get people to visit your website. And that's gonna be difficult because there's so many websites. How are you gonna get people to your website, right? So that's the one thing. And if you are a general teacher, let's say you teach English, or I teach English, and then you just one of thousands of teachers teaching English, and then when you reach out to your new students, when you try to market your business, people wouldn't notice because you're just another teacher. And then the marketing efficiency is going to be much lower than you want it. It will take you much longer, and also it's more competitive to compete all the teachers, right? So that's why one of the concepts, if you remember when I showed you the ebook, the very first step is not how to market your business, right? The very first step is how to define your niche. All right, how to define your niche. That is the very first step. Why is that? Why you need to define your niche? The many reasons. Once you define your niche, first of all, you are different. You're different from other teachers. When you have a niche, you are a specialist. You help a very specific group. All right. So let me. I think it might be helpful if I just pull up some slides. So this is covered in that video I share with you guys, but I think it's easier for me to just follow that slides to explain a little bit so you understand what I mean by that, okay? So for example, let me share my screen with you guys again. So this is about the part of niche teaching, what I talked about, right? Niche teaching, the only solution for teachers to charge a higher rate. So I mentioned the reasons you wanted to do niche teaching, and in the training, you're gonna watch the video if you haven't, and also explain how to define your niche. Poorly defined niches, well-defined niches, and the reasons why niche teaching is only solution. So again, our method, right, to find new students is not, okay, first step to start a website, then tell you how you can get students to your website. No, it's not that. The very first step to me is to define a niche so you can differentiate yourself and position you as an expert. And also niche teaching can get you student better results. Let me tell you this, niche teaching can differentiate you, right? So it's more like general practitioner and a neurosurgeon. So when people see you, if you're a general teacher, they see you just a general teacher. If you are specialized in helping a specific group, for example, some examples here, if you are specialized in helping English beginners who like to speak more fluently, or like say Chinese business professional who like to expand their business to English speaking countries, they're a very specific group. And then people from this niche gonna see you differently. You're not a general teacher, you are a teacher that has some specialty. Then people wouldn't compare you with other teachers, and then you differentiate yourself, right? Your message is gonna resonate more, and you will be able to charge a higher rate. And then once you have your niche, the marketing gonna work, right? Then about the marketing, also covered in the video, there are two models. So one is the broad marketing model. So basically you just market to everyone, and then the efficiency is very low and it requires a big investment to do that. And it's more like broad marketing. So that's when that's what these companies do, right? These companies spend a lot of money just to market their business to everyone. It's very expensive. But when you have a niche, you are able to follow the second model, specific marketing. You can target a very specific group, right? And that gives you a much better efficiency or effectiveness to target specific groups. And then you will be able to generate more traction, better results as a teacher when you don't have a lot of resources to really spend or to help you with the marketing. Okay, guys, so I have a candy in my mouth just because I've been coughing for a few days now because some allergies. Just want to explain why I have a candy in my mouth, okay? All right, I see some Q&As. Let me just take a look at it. Just a question from Sandra, giving free English tip in social media as a marketing strategy, is that best way to get students? It's not, okay? Let me answer this live. Okay, so Sandra has a question, giving free English tip in social media. That's actually a lot of teachers do that. If you go to Instagram, YouTube, right? People record videos and post videos. People post these images every day on Instagram. They're trying to get students. But then what happens is they attract a lot of freeloaders. So what do I mean by freeloaders? Freeloaders are the ones who just want to get English tips, free English tips. All right, see that? So you give free English tips to people, then you attract people who just want free English tips. And then when you offer anything that costs them something, they just disappear because they are here to get free English tips. They're not here to buy anything. All right. It does not mean they don't have money. It's not. It's just how they perceive you. So when you have an Instagram account, you give free English tips. So then they follow you because you gave free English tips. And then when you charge them something, they don't follow you or they don't want to buy because that's how they perceive you, how they see you, and they just don't want to buy anything. All right. So that's not people. We have clients, we have teachers working with us. They have 20,000, 50,000 followers on Instagram. One of the teachers we worked with, she has a group. I don't know if you guys are gonna be surprised. She has a group on Facebook that has 100,000 members in her group on Facebook. And she told me she couldn't even charge them for $1. She couldn't even charge them for $1. So why? Because these people join her group for free stuff. Then they never have the mentality or the mindset to purchase, to buy anything. Then you just can't help, you just can't charge them, right? So that's not a good strategy, giving free English tips in social media. So what is a good strategy? Again, have a niche. Have a niche, then you're gonna provide solutions that help people solve their problem. I know this might be really difficult to understand what's the difference between English tips and the solutions. So when you give English tips, you just oh, here's the idiom, here's what you need to do to pronounce, right? But when you are a niche teacher, you want to understand why they need it, why people learn English, why they need to know that, right? They all have a problem. For example, if you do business English, you target business professionals, right? They learn English for a reason. I want to get promoted. I want to impress my boss. I want to be able to speak up at the meetings. They have reasons for learning that English. And then you want to give them a solution to help them being able to speak at a meeting, being able to get a promotion, being able to impress their boss, right? So then they get a solution. And then you are not giving English tips, but you are providing solutions. And people buy solutions because that solves the problem. People don't buy tips. Okay, I don't know if it's too much. for you guys to understand. If you know don't know much about what I'm talking about, maybe it's difficult. But again, read a book. Okay, read a book. The book gonna be super helpful. Explain everything in the book. All right, so move on to the next one. So another question. I got a lot out of the video, and it has given me a lot of food for thought, especially about my niche. I'd like to ask if necessary to have experience in the field of your niche. Actually, no. The answer is no. So this is another concept. The difference between general English teaching experience and niche teaching experience. Okay. So to become a niche teacher, yes, if you have general teaching experience, that's great, because a lot of teaching skills are transferable. So you can become a niche teacher, you can use the teaching skills. But what is more important, more valuable experience is niche teaching experience, is experience teaching that specific niche. But no, you're gonna have no niche experience when you first start, because you've never taught that niche, right? So it just there's a transition. You start from zero niche teaching experience, slowly build up. So niche teaching experience is not required. Nobody gonna have that niche teaching experience before they actually start, right? So if you want to get niche teaching experience for your niche, you have to just do it, right? You have to do it, right? To your example, my niche is communication skills for programmers, right? How familiar should I be programming? No, if you trust me, my answer is you don't need any experience teaching programmers, but you will have so much experience just in couple weeks, couple months, by talking to them, by working with them. And a lot of teachers we work with, 6 months into their business, they know so much about their niche, because that's what they've been doing in the past 6 months, talking to them, working with them. And this a client of mine, she helped doctors in the US. 6 months after she started the business, she knows every single thing about them, what the exam they need to do, what the interview they need to do, what the resume match, all this, because that's what she's been doing, like talking to them, learning from them. So I wouldn't worry about if you don't have any experience for a specific niche. My advice is go and do it, talk to them, learn from them, and you will be fine. Okay, so that's a niche teaching experience you need, and you wouldn't be able to get it unless you do it, right? So let me take a look at these questions. Did you teach private online before you started training business? No, I'm not an ESL teacher at all. So some teachers, we got some comments. Hey, James, you are not English teacher. You're not ESL teacher. How come you can help English teacher with their business, right? So my answer is, I'm not here to teach you how to teach. I'm here to help you develop skills you don't have for your teaching business. And to me, for every single successful teaching, a successful teacher entrepreneur, they need 3 skill sets. 1, teaching, for sure. You're a teacher, right? Teaching. 2nd is marketing. 3rd is sales. These 3 pillars, every single teacher need and every business need. And yes, I might not be able to help you with a lot of teaching. You're a teacher. Probably I can help you with the technology, how to structure a program, but nothing beyond that. But I can help you with your marketing, with your sales. And same to you guys. Back to the question, right? How much experience, how familiar I need to be with my niche, right? Some people from your niche might ask you this question. Hey, John, you're not a programmer. How come you can help us? I'm not here to help you become a better programmer. I'm here to help you remove the barriers, the language barriers, the English barriers that prevents you from advancing. The same thing, I'm not here to teach you how to be a teacher. I'm here to show you, to coach you to become a better teacher entrepreneur with the skills you need to succeed at it, right? So that's a good question. So next one, I'm a non-native speaker and published my course. Would may, however, feel the online marketing is still dominated by native speaker. Yes, I would say no, just because how these companies, online school, online companies, how they decide to select teachers, right? A lot of companies only hire native speakers. That causes some confusions. Oh, students only want native teachers. That's not. Companies want that because that's how they brand themselves. Okay, so I can't tell you how many successful non-native teachers we have seen, we have helped. They are doing great. Again, one of the things when you transition from general teacher to a niche teacher is that you're gonna become a coach that help people develop skills. You don't teach them the language, you help them develop skills, communication skills, presentation skills, right? Writing skills, skills that are not only about language. So I wouldn't worry about it at all. If you are non-native speakers, I know you're a native speaker, that's great, but I don't think that's gonna be a case for your business or for students to consider, when they try to make the decision to work with you. Okay, so I'm gonna quickly go through. We have 4 minutes left. If you guys have more questions, right, just in case, you always go to our booth, ask questions, and you have our links. Connect with me on LinkedIn, Facebook. I can share these links with you guys. Connect with us. So ask questions. We have this group. We have this Facebook group that has over 10,000 teachers in our group. And please join this group and to connect with us, ask questions. We have a lot of materials, resources that can help you. Okay, I'm going to answer maybe one more question. Let me take a look at this. I think it's important to define a niche so that you end constantly design. Yeah, that's a great point. Once you have a niche, you can transition to program-based teaching. You're gonna have the same program that to help people from the same niche again and again. So you don't have to spend a lot of time preparing, developing new lessons, new materials. I know a lot of teachers charge 1 hour, but they spend 2 hours prepare every time. So when you have a niche, you don't have to do a lot of preparation because you're gonna use the same program again and again. What are the approximate investment you need to have to start working online? So if you work for companies, I don't think there's any major investment. Probably just need a laptop, you need some internet, right? If you want to do it independently, I always tell teachers to do organically first. What does it mean organically? Just don't spend money on marketing. So it's organic approach, connecting with people on LinkedIn, connect with people on Facebook, Instagram, that the social media platform that don't need to invest at first, and then you get some students and you see it's working, then you slowly invest, right? Getting more. Some people can do pay marketing eventually, but it's a slow transition. I don't think it's right to invest right away. It takes some time to build, but organic marketing is gonna be a better approach at first. Okay, guys, I know there are a lot of questions. Sorry, I didn't answer all of them. Is there a more effective way to use Instagram or Facebook? Again, once you have a niche, that's important, guys. If you don't appreciate this concept yet, read a book. Once you have a niche, everything's gonna be more effective. If you go online, let's say if you are on Instagram, Facebook, you just tell people I teach English. No, nobody gonna pay attention to you, okay? But if you say, hey, I help programmers improve their English communication skills, and then these programmers gonna pay attention to you. That's important. That is important, okay? It doesn't matter where you are, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, you want to have a niche, okay? Okay, what if you are in a market that does not value paying language lessons? What should we do, change the market? So usually, yeah, no, once you move online, you can basically target all the countries, right? So if one country doesn't work very well, you can easily transition to another country, right? So yeah, it's called Teacher Entrepreneur Network. Hey, Katrina. Yeah, I know there are a lot of questions. Sorry, I can't answer them all. We have to wrap up. Yeah, 30 minutes definitely not enough. I really hope we actually have a Q&A next week in our Teacher Entrepreneur Facebook group. Please join the group. I can answer the rest of the questions. Okay, we have 30 more minutes. Okay, so Crystal, we have 1 hour. Oh, I thought it was 30 minutes. Okay, guys, sorry about that. Oh, it's 1 hour. Oh, okay. So I was trying to rush. I asked, yeah, I got email. It was like 30 minutes. 1 hour. Okay, okay, that's good. Okay, all right. So I can breathe now. Okay, I can breathe now. Okay, okay. All right, so let me just go through the question. Sorry about that. I thought it was 30 minutes. But anyways, let me take a look at the question again. I can breathe now. All right. Good guys. Yeah, I'm making $200 an hour with a client teaching her English. It's a niche market. Can you help to expand on that market? Yes. So that's great. If you can already charge $200 and with a client, so then you just can define your needs based on that client and try to find them. Also, depending on the niche, you want to think about which platform that might works better. You know, where more likely you can find people like that client, right? So you can just expand based on that. Actually, it's going to be easy approach because you already got one client. So to me, it's always like this. If you can get one person, right? You can get one person from this niche, you can get many more online from the same niche. Okay. Yes, yes, it's everywhere. So I'm trying to, if you guys have questions, right, put it in the Q&A. So I can slow down a little bit now. Um, okay, let me see. Okay, so yeah, back to what Robert asked. It's important to have a niche just to save the time you use to design, plan materials. I can't tell you how many teachers I talked to. They all mentioned this part. It's kind of a pain. You have to design courses, materials every time you have a new students with a different background, different needs. The niche teaching gonna be more efficient. You don't have to do the once you finish the program once, pretty much you have all the materials ready. You just need to improve. Okay, that's a good comment, Robert. Thank you for that. Yeah, then back to the question about how much you need to invest, right? So I like the way you want to be lean at first. Don't spend too much time, too much money. So you want to leverage the social media to help you, right? Generate traffic, get a proof concept, and then understand your niche. Once you get a proof concept is defined by that's by me is three clients from the same niche for the same program. Once you get that, you know for sure, okay, this is a valid niche. I have a valid process. I can convert, I can get students from this niche, and then you can consider investing a little bit more into the systems and teachers start hiring people to help them. And then, everything gonna take off after that, right? Okay. Okay. Let me take a look at that. The investment, I answered that question. Good. What type of equipment, device, or other materials might be needed for teaching effective online? Um, Central Infrastructure Digital. Yeah, so technology can be a barrier to a lot of teachers. I understand, technology, but I wouldn't worry about that much. A lot of devices, technology you are not familiar with right now, you can always learn how to use them. And I don't think a lot of teachers when they start with their first students just have Zoom. No, they don't even have a mic, fancy mic. It doesn't matter. Just Zoom. That's it. That's all they need. Just show up at a time you teach and talk to your students. And Zoom has a lot of features that can help. You can flip. You can have the board to help them. And in the future, if you want to make it things much easier, there are a lot of platforms that you can invest in that has more interactive features they can use. Also, depending on your needs, what you teach speaking, writing, or things that there's so many other things. You just have to explore and try to leverage. But what you need to know right now is you don't have to get everything down, right? All the equipment, device to be able to start. I don't think that's the case. Okay. I want to target Brazilian adults who need to improve. Do you have any thoughts on this? Yeah, I mean, I think LinkedIn can be a great place just to target these professionals. You can specify the size of a company. You can specify the location, Brazil, right? Then just connect with these people and then see if they like what you do and talk to them. Okay, so you see, Robert, you have a niche. You know exactly who you are targeting now. So before this, right? If you just say, "Oh, I want to help people with their English," then you don't even know where to find these people because you don't know who they are, right? Right now, at least okay, they are Brazilians. There are people working in a company. I want to get promoted. Great, I can find them on LinkedIn very easily by using the country filter, the company filter, right? So find these people is just much easier now, right? Okay, next one. I'm a teacher from Argentina. I began teaching English, teaching online. Actually, I do it on Instagram, Facebook, WhatsApp. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if you mean you do marketing on these platforms or you teach on these platforms. So again, when it comes to marketing, you want to know where are these people, right? You have a niche, for example, the Robert's niche. People in Brazil want to get promoted, so I know where they are. I can easily find them. But if you don't know what your niche is, then it can be anywhere, right? If you say, oh, I want to target Japanese doctors, right? Then you understand, okay, I just need to find Japanese doctors who want to improve their English. You can find them. And where are they? They might be on Facebook. Facebook is pretty popular in Japan. They might be on LinkedIn. A lot of people are on LinkedIn. We can find them. If you don't have a niche, you just kind of don't know where are they because you don't know who you are targeting, right? Okay, I hope that makes sense. Just maybe comment if you don't, if you want to follow up. What if we lack technological skills despite being a specialist? Learn. We can learn everything, right? So if you don't have you don't have the technological skills, you can learn. I always use this example. When this smartphone first came out, I was like, oh my god, how can I use this thing? There's no button, there's no keyboard. How can I use this thing? Right? Then you force yourself to use it. After 2 months, you feel like, oh my god, everything makes so much sense, right? The same thing. Now, when you first on Zoom, it was like, oh my god, what is this thing? And after you use it, twice, 3 times, everything should make sense. We can just learn. I don't think we should be afraid of technologies. We should embrace it and understand that there's learning curves, right? And so I had a 74 years old client, 74 years old. All right. So when she tried to when we first get in touch and she wanted to work with me, I was concerned because there's gonna be so many learning curves for her. I just asked her, hey, I can help you, but are you afraid of the technologies, all these barriers? And she was like, I can learn. It was so inspiring. Yeah, she's 74 years old. She said, James, can you just tell me if I can learn them? You think I can learn? Yeah, you can learn. It just takes you longer to learn, right? Yes, maybe other teachers, they spend 2 days to understand something. It might take you 10 days, 2 weeks. And she was like, that will be okay, right? I have time, I can learn, right? I wouldn't be afraid of technologies, okay? That's a good question. How many sections do you think is good to create a good program? Yeah, that is answered in the book. Actually, in the book, I give you a framework. All right, in the book. Let me show you guys very quickly. Where's that? Okay, so, well, so in the book, program, 22. So I actually give you guys the framework. Now, with different niches, what are the criteria? How you want to structure a program is in the book. Again, right, guys, got the book requested, then we'll send it to your email. So let me just send that link to you guys again. Okay, the book. All right, so I have a new niche, but I have a problem teaching online because I've never done it, and there were always technical problem. Yeah, yeah. So it's easy. Just practice first, right? If you have a session scheduled before that, practice with your family members, right? Right. Just go through everything. Again, everybody has a learning curve. I can climb the learning curve in 1 hour. It might take you 2 hours, 3 hours. But you just have to practice. Once you know do it again, you get familiar. Then you are less stressed, and because you understand. You just have to practice. Practice, makes perfect, right? Just practice. I wouldn't worry about that too much. Okay. You mentioned that having a website is basically like adding a drop in the ocean and effective. What about YouTube channel? Yeah, so YouTube channel, because it's a search engine on YouTube, right? If you have a specific niche, you can do YouTube SEO. It's SEO to optimize the search, and then probably can get some traffic. Again, if you just a general teacher, I teach English, there are thousands teachers doing that on YouTube. You probably just one drop in the ocean. But if you have a niche, a niche, especially right now, niche teaching is very new. Not many people are doing that. If you have a YouTube channel targeting a specific niche, and then you are more likely to get, to be shown on the list when people search for specific things. That can be a good strategy. But again, niche teaching going to help you improve your marketing efficiency. Remember that, okay? Let me know. I know I'm answering a lot of questions. I haven't checked the chat, but if you have follow-up questions, anything you want to clarify, right, let me know. Yeah, we had a language, Cindy, we had a language training business for about 30 years at face-to-face, but have shifted to online. Once the curriculum for online is built, what is best outreach strategy for recruiting students from companies? Recruiting students from companies, it's better to try to identify independent or corporate clients. Yeah, so that's two channels, all right, two different channels, one 2C and 2B. So if you reach out to individuals, that 2C channel. If you reach out to corporates, that 2B channel. So usually for teachers who just started, I would encourage them to go with 2C channel because they're self-employed, they're independent just themselves, like just one person, right? And then when you just one person, you just started, and the 2B channel going to be very difficult because you don't have like a lot of social proof, you don't have a lot of results to demonstrate, and you probably are not familiar with the proposals, the defense, all these procedures. So that's why a lot of teachers that we are working with, we just tell them how to go with 2C levels, targeting individuals. That's a much easier way to start and to build your business. But for you, right, you have 30 years experience, you have a business already, it's been a while, I think you have a pretty good operation, you can consider to be. And when you reach out to these corporates, right, you want to reach out to the business decision makers who make the decision, who decides whether or not go with us, right, who make decisions. You can still use LinkedIn, for example, right? You reach out to HRs, you reach out to managers and explain what you do and see if they want to talk to you, right? That's a 2B level, 2B strategy. You can still using the social media platform to help you reach out to decision makers, but not the learners, not the students, decision makers, the 2B. But this only works for example, Sandy, right? You have a operation already, been doing this for a long time. You probably have a good establishment, all right, and then company will take you seriously, right? Otherwise, if you just a new nobody, it's going to be very difficult. Okay, so Sandy, let me know if that answers your question. Next one, Valentina. I teach English for specific purpose to my students, mathematical faculty. I never thought of a niche teaching before. Thank you. Okay, great. Thank you for the comment. Okay. So I'm just going through these questions. Um, what if you are in market that, okay, I answered that question. A lot of people just need to improve their, okay, that's the good one. It's important to create a brand. Yes, branding is important, but when do you need it, right? When do you need it? If you just started, you have nothing, right? You don't have to. I mean, even now, for my business, I'm 2 years into this business. I haven't even thought of branding. Branding is important, right? Once you grow bigger and bigger, but I wouldn't worry about that yet. But it's important to create your personal brand. So that's what I emphasize on for teachers. When you market your business, especially at the beginning, don't mention your company name, mention you. So, hey, I will talk to you. Hey, work with me. Don't say, I'll work with my company. Don't say that. All right. You want to be more personal as possible, because that's what we do on social media. We're making friends, we're building connections, right? You want to be very personal. You is your brand. All right. You is your brand. You're gonna register for a business. You need that for tax, for other purposes. But when you market yourself, it's always, hey, me, I'm gonna help you, work with me, right? That's how you market yourself. Uh, how do you market solutions on social media blog? Then just talk about it. I don't know why this is the question. Just for example, when you have a niche, right? Then when you post, when you create content, marketing content, you're speaking to them. You're speaking to them. For example, my niche is ESL teachers. When I post, when I market, I'll just talk to them. They're like a person to me. I mean, you guys are the same person because you are ESL teachers, right? I know what you want, what your concerns are, and what you need. I can just talk to you very straightforward way. Talk to you. Hey, no, do this, right? And don't do that. And this is the right way. This is not right way. Then you just help them. And for example, a big problem in your niche is about meetings, like having group meetings, right? You know that. Then you can just talk about it. What are the things you need to know about meetings, having meetings in English, right? You don't just give, hey, these are the words you can use in English. You can put them into a context when you have a meetings. What are the things you need to know? Small talk, facilitate, right? Pay attention to something, right? You can really imagine a scenario that your niche really gonna actually experiencing, and to help them understand what are the things they need to do to improve, right? So actually, when you have a niche, when you are market solutions, it's much easier because you know who you are talking to. Okay. Can you share any information about initial marketing after establishing a niche? I'm not gonna skip this because that is in the book. Step 1, niche. Step 2, program. Step 3, marketing. Step 4, sales. Okay. Read a book, Jennifer. Read a book. Okay. I'm a teacher several years ago, like 4 years old, start private teacher, use some pro material that helps many students. Oh, wait. Um, many students are in great need to learn, but try to avoid investing in their learning. Yeah, again, it's about how they perceive you. Now, are you a general practitioner to them, or you're a neurosurgeon to them, or you're a general teacher to them, or you're a niche teacher to them? Okay, that perception changes a lot of things. If they think I can easily find another teacher to replace you, they're not going to pay you more than other teachers, right? But if they think you are a specialist, you only help people like them, then they cannot easily find another one. They will pay you more. That's very straightforward if you think about that way, right? What is a reasonable starting rate? So in the Teach Entrepreneur Challenge, I always tell teachers to start with at least $50 an hour, $60 an hour. That's a good starting rate for niche teachers. It's already high, much higher than general teachers. Now, if you look at the market, people are charging $20, $15, and these companies are paying teachers, even like $10, right? So just by transitioning to niche teacher, changing the perception, you are already able to charge $50, $60 an hour for your program, right? Should I give free classes to start? No. I think I explained it at first. One of the teachers asked, is if giving free tapes or free lessons a good way to market. It's not, right? Don't do that. Usually we will have a chat with people, with your students, but it's not a free class. I don't think it's necessary. So when you offer free classes, you're gonna get a lot of people who are here just for the free classes, and then you're gonna waste your time doing a lot of free classes but not getting many students. Okay. Where did you post the link for the book? So let me just post it again. I just sent in the chat. You guys see the link, right? The link. Okay. Yeah, I want to read some comments from you guys. Good. What is the potential biggest target audience who wants to learn English? Everywhere. That's don't only look at China. Yeah, China has a lot of people, right? But a lot of teachers getting students from Europe, from South America. South America is a great place to target. A lot of teachers get a lot of students from Brazil, Mexico, and also Asia, like Middle East. There's everywhere. Now, once you are online, you have so much potential to target everywhere. Now, China is a great place, but a lot of things about China, the technology-wise, a lot of things not working there. The transaction, just a lot of things that make things very difficult. Okay. Yeah, you need to. Who is this? Christy. Yeah, so you have a YouTube channel. I think you are confused because you haven't really defined your niche yet. Okay, now Chinese is not a niche. So if you watch the video I share with you guys, actually the video you can still watch it. It's the video I just sent you the link. That's the pre-recorded video we had this morning. Okay, watch that. I give some examples. What is a niche? What is a well-defined niche? The Chinese is not a niche. The Chinese business professionals who want to expand their business to other countries. That's a more better defined niche. Okay. Cynthia, I send you the link again. Let me know if you don't see it. Okay. I know a lot of questions are about technologies. I wouldn't worry about it. Just think about this, right? If other teachers can make this happen, right? You can do that too. Technologies are not a problem, okay? So you don't know how to do it does not mean you can't do it. All right, you just have to learn, and that's why we have this community, guys. Let me just share the link with you guys again. The community, we have 10,000 teachers there. A lot of questions about contract, about payment system, about all the different technology questions you can ask. I'm not going to answer it today. Just a lot of technology questions. I send you the link to join our group. Join. You can just ask questions. Anything about technology. A lot of teachers, they know more than I do actually. So what they use to do lesson plans, what they use to manage their students. There's so many software, so many things, and a lot of them are free, right? Feel free to go there and ask questions, okay? So how does payment work? Depending on the country, it's still technology. All right, let me just quickly. What principles do you draw from when formulating adaptive marketing strategy? What's the most common niche that teachers come to you with? Yeah, lucrative. Yeah. So about niches, my personal, I would say everybody when they ask me how what niche works, what niche does not work, my answer is always every niche works, and you want to find a niche that you're passionate about, or you have some experience with, or you want to stick to, right, for a long time, because you're starting a business. You're not just I'll define a niche, get some students. You want to stick to them, right? So instead of looking at how lucrative the niche is, how big the size is, I want to think about your passion, what I want to do. Who are these people I want to work with for the rest of my life? This is the most important question you want to ask, instead of, oh, where are the people who want to pay, or where is the most lucrative market? I don't think that's a good direction to define a niche. Okay. And also one of the story talk about, even you help a millionaire, would that millionaire pay you more than $20 an hour? Probably not if you are a general teacher, because why do I want to pay you $20 an hour when I have another another teacher that I can just pay. It's not like they care about the $20 an hour, just how they perceive you. Even they are millionaires, they can afford, does not mean they see you as valuable as you think you are, right? It's about positioning. Okay. How not to get fired from a language school while moving to your own teaching business. I mean, you can do it in parallel. And if you are afraid of your company find out, you don't have to make it so public, right? You can always try and to find out to see if it works, if it's something you want, right? So you don't have to make it a public thing. But also, I don't think a language school would mind. I'm having my private student on site. I'm not taking your students. It's not like I work with students at a language school and I steal them. It's not. I got these students from other channels, regional places. It's nothing to do with this language school. But if you're worried about this, right? Always you don't have to make it so public. Okay, let me see. No, I'm gonna skip all the technology questions. Okay, you can always ask in the group. What if we're not expert in marketing? How do you decide what is good? So none of the teachers we work with are expert in marketing. And you are teachers, how come you can be an expert in marketing? But all the teachers we work with, all the teachers who have been successful transition to teach entrepreneur are the ones who want to learn marketing, who are not afraid of learning marketing, all right? Okay. So there's a lot of examples in the ebook and also in the video I share with you guys. We have 3 minutes left. Okay. Yeah, we have this paid, the group training. If you want to work with us, that's $127. We have 2 rounds per month, whenever you want to work with us. So we have 3 minutes here. I just want to wrap up again. Even with additional 30 minutes, I wouldn't be able to finish all these questions. And but I really appreciate all the questions. I know some of you are considering this. Take your time and look through the materials I shared with you, the ebook, the training video. I just the pre-record videos we had this morning. Watch them, take a look at them. If there's something you wanted to do, it's something that intrigues you, right? You feel like, oh, I can do that. Something I want to pursue. Contact, just get in touch with us, contact us, and see if we can help you, right? Let me see. I can keep talking. I mean, if we have another hour, I can spend another hour answering questions. But the thing is, are you gonna keep asking questions or just do it? Just do it. Take action and see if it's gonna work. People always get hesitate because they have so many questions they don't know the answers for. But sometimes we don't need to know all the answers, and you wouldn't know unless you do it, right? So I would just take a look at the materials. We have a lot, and one more thing I can share with you guys is a document we have in a group. It has a lot of previous Q&A. I can share that with you guys too. Usually we don't share this with the others if they're not in the group. I can share with you guys. It has a lot of videos and pre-recorded videos, previous Q&As, answer a lot of questions. I just send you the link. All right, just doing it. Yeah, 1 minute till closing. And again, follow our booth. My name is James. I'm really happy. We had 120 teachers. I'm amazed. I was hoping to see 20, 30 teachers, but we've got 120 teachers. I really appreciate your time and your questions, everything. And I want to keep in touch with you guys. Follow me on LinkedIn, Facebook, join our group, and read the ebook. Please read the ebook. If you are ready to work with us, join the challenge. Don't hesitate, okay? And let's do it together. And that being said, thank you guys very much for spending time with us. And I really hope, this is an opportunity for us to get in touch, right? But I really think we're gonna see each other again. We have a Q&A in the network group. If you want to join us, please join this group, okay? Join the group. All right, guys, that will be it. Thank you again for being with us for 1 hour. Appreciate that. Okay, guys, and I think that will be it for us today. See you next time.